Okay, balik po tayo. Wow, the text sa beginning to come in, 0916-192-1825. Good evening po. Kahit po wala pang declaration of martial law ni Presidente Duterte, ay matagal ng martial law dito sa amin sa Jolo, Sulu. Dahil sa kaliwat kanan na military operations. What do you want to comment on that?
Precisely now, some people are saying that nung araw, MILF kay kalaban sa gobyerno, MILF kalaban sa gobyerno, CPP-NPA, which is all over Mindanao, kalaban sa gobyerno.
BIFF, Abu Sayyaf, lahat yun.
Ngayon, bukod sa Abu Sayyaf, kaibigan ni Presidente, itong lahat, bakit martial law? Yung raids, the siege of Zamboanga, that's more massive than Mauti.
Yung that was led by Nur Miswari.
No, Nur Miswari.
Oh. That's why there is a charge against him for rebellion.
Oh, that's why. You know, by the way, not on that thing, but there was another one before where I was the lawyer of Nur. No?
Oh.
And I'm telling Nur, that's not the way to wage a revolution.
Okay, 0935-522-9195 from David, Zamboanga City. Good evening. The majority of the Mindanaoans are in favor of martial law. Why these people of Luzon, especially those with political agenda, making this issue a hindrance for securing our peace and order situation possible in the near future? Well, first of all, I have to tell you, this is a Mindanaoan, ha? Hindi ito taga Luzon.
May sagot ako diyan.
Oh.
I don't know about him, but I'm a native Mindanaoan.
Oh.
Native,
Oh, native.
I'm Higaonon. And I've been born in the island. I got educated there from elementary to high school. I came here sa University of the Philippines. I was the first person in this country and the first Mindanaoan to organize a political party that accepted the challenge of Marcos in 1978.
Oh, okay, that's why you ran.
I was the only opposition governor who won in the elections in 1980 against martial law in Mindanao and the whole of the Visayas. So, they better not tell me that maybe in Zamboanga, I don't know what happens to Zamboangueños, no? But in Cagayan de Oro, you ask any ordinary citizen who is in favor, go to Iligan. Even the media reports in television, children, teenagers, and old men and women are begging the president to stop it. So, they should not say that only the people from out here in Luzon are rocking the boat. No? As a matter of fact, one of the petitioners here is Akbayan
Sa
Congressman Tomasito Villarin. He's from Davao City.
From Davao City?
He's from Davao City.
Okay.
And this congressman, I don't know him. I haven't met him. But I read the report before. It's in the papers. It's in television. It's in radio. Tomasito said that the claim of the administration that Davao is drug-free is not true. For the past 20 years, drugs have
May have been lessened, but it hasn't disappeared.
3,000 surrenderies. As of that moment when he issued the statement, 3,000. And the drug problem continues. So they should not minimize the participation of people, even who come from Davao City, who is filing the petition now with the Supreme Court to rescind the declaration of martial law.
That is, if we are still a democracy.
Well, it has not been a democracy since before Paito.
So hindi na tayo demokrasya.
There is formal democracy in the Philippines, but there is no genuine democracy. There's no genuine democracy.
There is no formal dictatorship, but what? There is informal dictatorship.
There is a de facto dictatorship.
Or de facto dictatorship.
Yeah, de facto dictatorship. It depends in degree. The quality does not differ from each other. But the degree is the difference.
Okay.
Everybody accepts the statement of the president, even before Duterte. That's a form of dictatorship. Hindi ba? Even
that's what some people say.
denying provisions of the Constitution.
Oh.
Oh.
Or even statements made by some other leaders, not just,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
say, oh, Supreme Court cannot dictate on us.
No, this fellow should read his constitution, whatever his name is, but I understand he comes from Davao City.
Oh.
He should read first Section 18 of Article 7 because it states it's a mandatory provision.
In other words, it's not discretionary.
It's not discretionary.
The declaration is
It's a discretion on the part of the
discretion,
president, subject to review.
and
by the
it's
Supreme Court.
subject to controls that are imposed
Yes.
on the declarer by the Constitution.
Yes, that's right. So, but Congress, they better be careful because they might be prosecuted under provisions of Republic Act 1319 and 6713. What's that? Anti-Graft Law and Corrupt Practices Act and Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards for Government Officials and Employees, specifically under Section 3, Paragraph E, and Section 4A to F in relation to Section 11 of Republic Act 6913.
Okay. From 0909-617-4829, from Annalisa Poscablo, Surigao del Sur, gandang gabi sir. Di ako sang-ayon sa martial law. Kasi di yon ang sagot sa ating mga problema. Sana pag-aralan kung ano ang sagot sa nangyayari sa Marawi at yun din ang i-resolve ng mga namumuno. Hindi sagot ang martial law sa problema sa Marawi. Sana maawa sila sa mga taong apektado sa gulo at si Presidente Duterte sana panindigan niya ang kanyang mga salita. Huwag siya padala kung sino man ang utos sa kanya. Kung sino man nag-uutos sa kanya.
Aywan ko sinong nag-utos sa kanya, pero you know, the problem really with the president, how I wish I could help him. But somebody asking, are you joining the government? No. I'm just making suggestions, like tonight.
Ah.
For instance, he should not be involved in ambivalences or contradictions, self-contradictions, and contradictions by even his spokesman. You know, this present situation, Ray, is reminiscent of George Orwell's novel, very famous one, 1984. No? And there is Big Brother involved all the time in double speak. Double speak, meaning the Big Brother says, this is black. Next day says, it is white. No, the president should caution himself. Because as he says, he's a lawyer. He has been a prosecutor. He should take a look at himself, no? He should be involved in self-criticism because even the great leaders of the world are involved in self-criticism, looking at themselves in the mirror on a daily basis because they might commit mistakes. Because nobody is God. There's no God in this world except God. And we are only simple human beings, whether you're president or an ordinary citizen. You commit human errors. So he should listen. He should listen. The people like me, I am critical of government behavior, no? But my criticism is not done to elevate myself to the heights.
Okay.
It's to serve and help the president in
Let me
the
ask you a
process.
question. No? Shifting just a little bit.
Yes.
Itong nangyari kasi sa Marawi, na nilusob ito nitong Maute or whatever group it is at 20 in there, is typical of the encroachment work to establish a sultanate in the Middle East ng ISIS. Okay? So, do you think there is any basis to think that if there are enough ISIS there and they were left alone, they could have taken over Marawi and created even more complex problems? And then, from Marawi, moved to other areas.
That's more imaginary, Ray, than real, no? I'm from Mindanao. I've been to Marawi several times. I've been to Iligan City. I've been to almost every nook and corner of Mindanao.
Pati ba naman sa Sulu, masasabi mo yun?
I have been to Sulu several times. Why not? You know, I know my Muslim brothers. Some of these people were my closest friends at the University of the Philippines, including Nur Miswari, because he also finished at the University of the Philippines, and several other people, Altila, and so many others. But, you know, the problem here is nobody is listening. The president should be listening. He should listen to Abella, because Abella is giving a misinterpretation of what he's saying.
Maybe that's what he's been asked to do.
No, I don't think so. No,
Oh.
in fairness to the president, I don't think he's telling that to Abella. Abella is doing things which embarrasses the president very greatly, because how do you interpret plain and simple words?
No, I don't think it's so much a question of interpreting plain and simple words, but I think there is a recognition that sometimes nangunguna yung salita ng presidente na hindi pa niya masyadong nakukonsider. And so I suppose, what Eddie tries to do, ito talaga ang sinasabi niya. Hindi yung, in other words, it's separating the chaff from the grain.
No, but hindi nagagawa nila yan, because an example on the drug problem, the moment if you listen to the president during the campaign, you listen to him on the first day of office, you listen to him until now, it's repeated over and over again.
Okay.
So,
all right. Even so, but then let's take a look at it. No? All right. Ito ang nangyari sa Marawi. Problema. Now, ang drug problem natin, laganap yan from Hapari to Hulo. And already 10,000 people have pretty much died from that extrajudicial killing. Would that be a basis for the declaration of martial law throughout the Philippines?
it cannot be a basis, because it's got to be rebellion or invasion.
Or when public safety requires it?
Or in reference, for instance, there must be rebellion and public safety requires it. These are two things that
In
are
other words,
joined.
the latter part cannot stand on its own?
Oh, of course not. It's not.
Okay.
Invasion and public safety requires it. So if public safety, even if there is rebellion, if public safety does not require it, that's
If
been
it's
happening.
confined to a small place?
Yes. No, even the rebellion in the MNLF, the MILF, the BIFF, bigger yan in comparison than the one that happened in Lanao Sur. But at the beginning, sa Butig lang yan eh. That's a small group. How it got to be enlarged in Makati, we only knew it after the bombing, the cannon rolls, you know.
Okay. From 0906-805-8243, good PM to my kababayan, Attorney Adasa. Do you think makarecover ang 80 million more or less kung walang martial law?
Makarecover ang
Ewan ko kung ano yung 80 million or ATM.
18 million maybe. Because that's supposed to be population of Mindanao. No.
Oo.
There is something I have in my mind which I do not like to verbalize in respect to the opinion of my wife, you know, because this might be misinterpreted. But tama yung sinasabi sa taga Surigao. Martial law will not solve problems. We had
It's not meant to, because it's only a temporary thing to calm the place down and make it more peaceful.
no, but not the whole Mindanao, because Mindanao is not Marawi, and Marawi is not Mindanao, you know. And itong sana tinitingnan nila ng mabuti. 10 ilang years sa martial law? 71 to 81, di ba? 10 years. The martial rule is another 5 years. So, 15 years. It will not solve our problems. And
We did not.
This involves the most brilliant president, probably, that ever presided over this country from his time up to the present.
Okay. Ilang paalala lang po. Please, we will be back.